my next question.
Yeah.
That's my next question. Who's the song about?
Let me just exit out of this. Alright, so we're back at it. If y'all don't know who I am, Iris Brown, just dropped a single, In My Feelings. This is going to be a really cool session where I break down how I did it, why I did it, X, Y, Z. Featuring the latest and greatest. We got Dare Nation in the house.
Yes, sir.
We got the twins. And then we have the champ. He just came out of nowhere, bro. He just came out of
What's up, baby? What's up, baby?
MMA fight. Breaking faces. Breaking. What else you breaking, bro? Records. Yeah, so today what we're going to do is we're going to break down the In My Feelings session. I don't know what camera to look at. I don't know if to look at this one or this one.
Nah, we're looking at this one.
I don't know. Anybody who's just pulling up, just making sure you guys understand that. Oh, he said, "Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing? What's up, Stutter? How you doing?" So what we're doing is we're breaking down the session and showing you how it works.
Yes.
Because sometimes we think that we don't have enough tools to get something done when it's actually not true. Set a plan and make sure that it's cool. So I'm not just gonna play the song first. I'm gonna have Darnell and Nathaniel and Wilbur, if you want to join in too, ask questions on like what specifically, like, you know, why I made the song, where I made the song, like before I even played the song.
Right.
This is the In My Feelings session. Just dropped the single. If you guys don't know the song already, In My Feelings.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I had this song since 2019.
You wrote it.
Yeah, in 2019.
I do like that.
But there's a reason. Yeah, yo, we can't hear you, so we're all mic'd up.
Yeah.
We're all mic'd up. So if anyone wants to go first before we go.
Yeah, first I want to just say appreciate you being here, and this is a fun time we're gonna have right now.
Yeah.
I just want to go right off the bat, man. You know, I knew about this song for a while, and I was so happy to see when you told me you were gonna drop this song. I was like, oh, this is about time, man. It's a great thing. But like, I think the first thing I want to just say is like, after all this time that you had the song, why are you dropping it? Why did it happen now?
So I was working on other people's stuff. Shout out Lula Sav. I was working on a lot of her stuff. She was really, really cool to work with because we worked on trap metal. And trap metal, it's very complicated because you have to have elements of trap music and they have to have elements of metal.
Right.
So my mind's like, how do you mix that together? So I told myself, I gotta learn how to make 808s from scratch first. So I went to go learn how to make 808s from scratch. I'll tell you how I did that. And then the next step was like, okay, now I gotta learn how to like sequence and make beats in the way that is like not just me figuring it out and just recording it. I have to like sit down and actually go through the sequencing and figure out. So I remember I sat in the studio in Queens and I just sat there and watched these guys on like FL. I'm like, no, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm gonna just do that. And I went to other places. Shout out Fritz in Elma. Fritz.
Shout out Fritz.
You know who Fritz is?
Of course, he's engineered like 4 of my songs.
Wow, small world, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fritz,
Smaller than
bro.
you think it is, brother.
Yeah, Fritz is tough, bro. Fritz, yo, he's so cool. So I watched him. He's another guy. Like Lula Sav, she showed me that, and showed me the Fritz. Long story short, I said, all right, next is like how do you get like rock guitar.
Right.
Sounded really good, and that's another science. Like these are just like, I'm not telling you how I did it yet, but it's another science.
For real.
And then the final was our boy Gio. Shout out to Andre Park.
Andre Park.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Hazel?
Yeah.
We were just talking about. Wait, hold on.
I got you, bro.
Yo, Hazel. Oh, we got it on the bass, right here. Don't you worry.
Free
Free Palestine. So
Just
yeah.
free Palestine.
Yeah, no, we don't forget. We don't forget. Hey, see, we get the hearts. Don't worry, everyone's representing here. What's up, everyone? So I'm just breaking down again. If you guys just joined, I'm just breaking down the session In My Feelings, my new single. Long story short, we're on to why it took so long for me to drop this. Is because I wanted to figure out how to sonically accommodate everything without it just record and just go, you know?
Right.
So the last step was recording acoustic drums. Shout out to my boy Gio, Andre Park. He has like bare bones drum, like a drum mics all over his drum kit or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, yo, how can I do this? So then I recorded on his thing, and I also recorded on this other guy. Shout out to JP from Oogie Wawa. If you guys don't know who Oogie Wawa is, that's a Long Island reggae rock band. I went to
I feel
his
like I
studio.
heard them, right?
No, they're
Yeah.
cool. They're cool. They're in like East Setauket. So like, if anyone doesn't know Long Island, like East Setauket's like from here. Where are we? We're in like Westbury.
Yeah.
So from Westbury to East Setauket's like a 5-hour drive. No, it's very far away. It's very far away, but it's worth it. So moving on. Thank you. So anyways, we recorded those drums. I was like, all right, I gotta beef these up. So shout out to my boy Asa Brown. Yo, so these plugins from Slate, and you're like, what is Slate? Slate's a company that I subscribed to.
Right.
That I didn't purchase any of these plugins. I didn't purchase any of this stuff. I subscribed to them, and I said, I'm gonna just get the best of stuff and subscribe, because you know we're struggling artists out here. We're trying to eat, and we're trying to make some top notch stuff for you guys. But we can't just be BSing with our time. We actually have to maximize it. So I got the drums from there, and that was a missing ingredient, because I was just, all right, I gotta figure out how to record it. So this took I made the song in 2019, it's 2025.
Right.
And it's not that I didn't know how to make the song or how to record it. It was more about how do you get the sonics with what I had. So all I have is like a Focusrite interface, like this red box of whatever. And then through that red box, it was like, well, how can you make it dope? It's the Slate plugins from Asa Brown. He literally was like, yo, bro, check out these Slate plugins. And that's what we're about to dive into right now.
Okay.
All right. So long story short, we're doing it now because I practiced on all these artists, like some of my friends, like Stella Rain. I practiced on my friend Angela. I practiced on shout out to my brother Dorian.
Dorian.
Yeah, Dorian. I practiced on his
Yeah,
stuff.
he's doing his thing, man.
Yeah. I just been very low key about it. Practice on. Shout out to Shaba Black. Shout out to Ryu. Who else did I do? I have like a whole. Let me see who I have on here. Like my hard drive is full of people. I'm gonna just name names because I want everyone to be represented.
Right.
Shout out to Showtime Brando. I was working on his stuff. Shout out to DJ D Wiz. Shout out to who else did Noah. I was writing some music for him for his film that's coming out.
Nice.
Shout out to my boy Majesty. Shout out to my boy Talik. Talik is another he's like a sleeper. He's a trump card, like waiting to happen. One of those, and many others. So after that, I was like, once I finished like doing all that, and I was like, I got the drum sounding good. I was like, okay, it's time. So through we're artists. We perform all the time, and we try to make sure that we still stay afloat and make sure things are dope. So that's what took so long. And then when I started recording it, I started realizing like a lot of nuances that I was missing. Like we were talking about premise. You can't just make something without a premise. So the song's In My Feelings.
Yeah.
My song, when I play it live, it's very jammy, and it's like I was like, sonically, how do you make it sound? Like, why is it in my feelings? Like, look at me, I'm so sad, or is it in my feelings? Like, yo, I'm right here with you.
Right.
And it's actually, I'm right here with you.
Right.
So I was thinking,
like, give it a focus point more.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Sonically first, before I did it lyrically.
Right.
So sonically, I was thinking like this, right? So I start this session off. I was like, yo, how do I get it to sound like in my feelings?
Mm-hmm.
So I had it sounding very big and like, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started deleting things and taking things away.
Right.
So I started off with just the guitar, bro. Just empty. If it was like the live version, it would be.
Yeah.
But now it's just.
There's a lot more space.
Yeah.
I feel like for vocals.
Yep.
Just like a lot of space for dynamics.
Yo, Telly, we just shouted you out, and now you joining our session? How did you come up with the lyrics for the song? Mason wants to know, how long did you practice the song before it became a real thing?
Good question.
That's hard. That's a hard question. So, hold on. So, that was a verse 1, right?
Yeah.
So the answer to that question is, how did I come up with the lyrics? First, I sat down, and every night, I have like a notebook
Right.
and just write from top to bottom about nothing. like about nothing. Y'all just like try to rhyme words together.
Ah.
Just get your blade sharp, real sharp. Not just write every day. AKA practicing. That's my student.
Mm.
AKA practicing. I just practice, and just to get it sharp. And then my premise was like, yo, in my feelings, all I did was write, go where you want to go because loving you is too much who you trying to be.
Mm.
So at the time I was writing, which I was 2019,
Right.
or 2020.
That's a long time.
I was literally in my feelings about, I don't know who. I mean, honestly, I don't know who it was.
You don't even know who it's
Well, that's my next question.
Yeah.
That's my next question. Who's the song about?
Uh,
You can save that for later. You can save that for later.
I can do it now. It's like,
Now or never.
yeah, exactly. So that song that I wrote to it about was about a lot of just emotional things that I felt within particular people at the time. That's all I would say. Now I released that song and I just wanted to connect with people that went through those similar things, you know? Like I've always had that song in the back of my mind. Like there's no shade to anybody.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I just wanted to make sure people understand.
Just
like,
the experience of that.
exactly.
Right.
It's the experience. So this song, like I sat on it because it was special because it's not because of the lyrics. It was because of the nuances of the music. Like the actual acoustics. Like how can you make a live band? Like everyone makes tracks on FL. Everyone makes track. Yo, Gio, what's up, bro?
Yo.
We just shouted you out and now you coming across, bro. Yo, we got Jordan in here. Who else we have? Beep. I'm sorry.
Jordan and J.
Yo, what up?
Wow.
So,
Yo,
he said, what's up, dog?
Can we make Darren Nation live too at the same time?
Yeah, yo, how do we,
How do we do that? Now we gotta join
yo,
the
we're
live.
gonna add some collabs on here.
Have to join the live with you.
We're gonna, join the live. Yo, Gio, we're gonna do some live. But wait, hold on, let me finish the question. So, I practice every night. Like, there's a season of practice, intensity, and there's a season of practice to maintain. To intently meaning, like, I'm in a season, I have to write something like now. So I would sit there and I would write every night. And then I was like, all right, I release a song. Now it's time to practice to maintain. So I'll do it every other night or once in a while. So that's how long I practiced. And that's how I got the lyrics. Because the lyrics, they didn't sound like that in the beginning. Sometimes when you write lyrics, they're very like nonsense syllables. They're very like, yeah, join the live. I was going to say they're very nonsense syllables. They're very like, and love you too much, and you try to fill in the spaces.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
The more you write, you hear your subconscious and you start writing to it. You know
I
what
do
I'm
the
saying?
same thing. So I always compare it to like when you have a song that you don't know yet much, but you know the melody. And you know, it goes like
Exactly.
And then even the way you shape your note hums is like it's gonna affect what vowels you use. And like how exactly you shape the phrase, you want to keep it exactly how it feels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's what I was doing, and as I kept writing to it, I was like, oh, I see where it's going. Is it on?
No, I think that you would have to invite me as a collaborator.
Oh, let me see.
You have to add it.
Yeah.
You have to go through the users.
We gotta add their nation on this, yo.
Go to
So
the
you're
users.
right. So you're right.
Go to the
Request to
users.
join. Accept.
Yes.
Nah, wait.
No,
hold on.
it's sending.
Let me send. Their nation is sent. All right. What's up, Auntie Trudy? How you doing? I'm breaking down a song. I'm breaking it down. Andre Park is back. Yo, Andre Park, if you trying to join the live, let me know, bro. And we're gonna get you on so you can ask some questions. We can have some fun. Yo, Talik, wherever you went, come back. And I hope that I answered your question. It took me. It didn't take as long as you think it did. The issue was. The issue of the song was more about musically, how can I get X, Y, and Z? So I got the music from the song Let's Stay Together by Al Green. I took some of those chords, I'm like, oh, this is cool, but then I put it down a half step, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool too.
Right.
So-
Alright, so let's I'm gonna cut you off now.
Oh.
I'm very anxious to hear what happens next. We were still on only the first verse of the song.
We stopped at the verse.
Right to the stems.
Yeah. So
Wait, aren't you gonna like collab?
that's what I was trying to do.
I sent it.
Now you just sent me the live itself.
Oh, how do you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, I'm
Like you
gonna.
sent me like the
How do you do it?
We get
Yo, what up,
bold.
people?
We
How
get
you guys
bold.
doing? Rini, what's up?
Yeah, we get
What's
bold.
up, guys? How y'all doing? Let me switch accounts. Yeah, yo,
Yeah, oh,
Andre
man,
Park,
we gotta use this
come
shit.
on, what we doing? Invite to join.
that
Yo,
might be it. Yeah.
Darren Nation.
Yes, sir.
Oh, alright, we got it. Oh, we in. Alright. So, in the live version of In My Feelings, oh, this is jarring. Please turn. Oh my.
You have to mute. You have to mute it. Right?
Yeah, just mute that. Yo, what's up? What's up, Andre Park? We were just talking about you. We were talking about how like we use the drums and everything. All right, so moving on. Yeah, put that in the drawer. Yo, so in the live version of In My Feelings, I was like I'm playing with a live band with all my homies from back then, and at some point I was like, okay, in my feelings, like I was like going for it, but then when I recorded it, I was like, this isn't putting me in my feelings. Yo, did this stop recording? Oh no, it's still recording. Oh gosh, that would have been crazy.
Nah, we good. We on.
Trust the process.
We live.
So I was like, all right, I recorded it with like a lot of intention of just push it there. But then at some point I was like, this isn't putting me in my feelings. And it's not to put you in, it's not to make you gloomy. It's to, again, I look at this as somebody got their heart broken and nobody wants to hear their happy music. They don't want to hear too sad music. They just want to, like, someone to comfort. So I was thinking, I was like, it's nighttime, I'm skateboarding, or it's nighttime, I'm sitting on the side of like the sidewalk. What does that feel like? So I started adding. And then I started minusing things away.
Right.
And then I said, yo, you can't make it too drony and it gets boring. You gotta make it so it punches every so often, so it wakes you up like a like this is the chorus.
Drum fill was good. Was that you playing?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, nice.
So how I did that, I recorded it from beginning to end, just acoustic, then I chopped it up. Okay. So then after that, that's when I was like, all right, this is the part of the song where I wanted to like really, like, you stood up and you're like wiping your eyes and you're like, nah, like this ain't, I'm learning from this, I'm growing from this, this is me.
Perseverance.
Yeah, like that's what it was, because I was just experimenting. I was like, all right, it's got to go even further than that. And who taught me that was Matt Nicolino. Like, Matt Nicolino, like, shout out to him. Word. He was saying, bro, it just sounds like a giant loop. You can't just keep, like, looping. You got to have nuance. You got to structure it.
Like a climb.
Yeah.
Climb feeling to it.
There has to be, like, a climb. There has to be, like, something that's giving it, like, a sense of a breath. So I was like, nah, where are we going with this? So then... So now I switched it. I had electric drums. These are acoustic drums. So you started the process of this song 2019-20? Yes, I did. 2019-2020. That's it. Because like, it wasn't... I'll tell you when the song's done. Yeah, so I wasn't afraid to put this out. I was afraid to make it not sound because I didn't have the tools. Shout out to Asa Brown for teaching me how to use Slate. I'll show you guys how I use Slate. If you are a producer, Slate Complete. Just go on it, subscribe to it, $30 a month. It gives you everything you need, mastering plugins. It teaches you how to use the plugins. I'll show you guys. Everyone needs it. Everyone needs it who's grinding right now. Because that's how I made it sound the way it sounds. Beefed up the drums, every little thing. I sat in the song because I was like, yo, sonically, production-wise, and engineer-wise, I'm not where I need to be. To know where you need to be, you sound cohesive. You're not just like, all right, here's... It's like, we're not there anymore, bro.
Yeah.
We're not there. Cohesiveness sounds cleanly with cleanliness, understanding frequencies. So, is there any more questions on that before I put in the vocals?
No, I guess, one of the things, I guess, is the approach on, I guess, when you use these plugins. Like, are you saying you use these plugins on all aspects of mixing with this song here? Like that?
Yeah. So another thing that I learned from Matt Nicolino, like when you take guitars and you want this to sound very like, let's call it warm or sound colorful,
Right.
you actually recorded them twice. You don't take the track and you copy and paste it over it because you're basically just raising the sound of it.
Yeah, I know that
You
about
can-
that.
you don't-
You want to
Yeah,
overdub.
you
or
never
just-
want
So
that.
overdub, bro,
You do,
it's
especially with vocals.
exactly because when you do that, it's like when you record it overdub, but like so if I have a guitar track, I'm playing like chord to make it sound fuller and bigger, record it the same exact way, and it gives it that like that frequency. It's like that color that you didn't hear. So if I literally show
That's
you
true.
my favorite part here, I'm being honest, is the chorus.
Yeah, how many guitars?
I'm using 3.
3 of the same thing.
I'm using 3. This is what the guitars sound like, bro.
That's cool.
This is what the guitar. You gotta hear like how I what chords I specifically played and why. Just listen to.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that.
Yeah, man. Like I'll even tell you
Uh,
each individual thing.
I just want to say, man,
What's up?
there's a lot of nice tones to how you just play those takes you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like you made the right choices of the recordings you chose. That was really nice.
So
it was
thank
really
you.
nice because it takes skills. You know, because there's all these other elements of like again like texture and dynamics and phrasing and spacing. It's like listening while you play, and I feel like it makes you sound like you're speaking more. When
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt that by hearing this. It was pretty good. It's really
yeah,
nice.
like okay. So here's a story that Gio and I shout out to Andre Park, bro. So he's in the chat. Andre Park. So Andre Park, bro, we would sit in his room and I'd watch him layer his guitars. It would sound like really good.
Word.
But I'm saying that sometimes, it gets too saturated at a point where you have to like break things down. So my problem with this chorus was if I didn't layer this, it would have still sounded way too empty. So I added keys, added this, added that. I was like, what is it? Sometimes you gotta go back to music theory and gotta go like, what if I extend the chord? Or what if I revoice it like this?
That's true.
So like for example, listen to the chords here. That's an open C. Like, toss me that guitar real quick. I'll show you. Gio, I got you. This is for the guitar players in the chat. This is guitar players. Yo, Mr. Danny. Yeah, this is Dano Strat.
Daddy Kings.
Danny King.
Oh my god.
You said your Glock?
I know. I said, oh my god.
Oh.
He said it looked good on camera.
So I played. I don't know if you're not like. Let me see if I can play this one.
Yeah, you're actually.
We're
yeah.
chilling. We're in. So I played like in the regular version. I played this, right? Yo, your strat is awesome.
Yeah. 7/8. 7/8 is muted right now. There we go.
No, I'm on 5/6.
Oh, never mind.
We're chilling. So I'm here, right? I'm playing.
The volume on it now.
Yeah, we're good. And I'm playing that. This is the normal one. What's up, Calliope? How you doing? I'm still trying to strive to be as great as you. What's up, Jocelyn? I'm using your government name. So I'm playing this. This is my normal way I play it. But I was like, it's still too empty.
Yeah.
This is what I did instead. To fill it in. Shout out to my guitar teacher who taught me how to play those gnarly chords, like this chord. That's awesome, yo, Gio.
That's
Gio.
nice.
See that chord right there? I'm coming for you, bro. This is the Gio chord, by the way. This is what he plays all the time. Nah, I super lied to you. He goes like. This is the Gio chord.
Hey, yo, I can't lie.
Yeah, I love that
But it's
chord.
such a good voicing, man.
Yeah, nah, it's great. Like I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So.
Yeah, show, first of all,
Mhm.
hand to you. What a great guitar player you are, man.
Thank you,
A little
thank
hand to
you.
I just want to give you your
I
props.
saw keys. I saw you play keys. So I was like, all right, you took that instrument. I guess I'll play guitar.
Don't get me started.
Yo,
We're about to
so
turn this to the jam session.
if you guys don't know, Nathaniel Darnell, we were in a band since the beginning of time, bro. I see you too, Gio. I see you too, bro. I'm trying to catch up to you too. We were in a band back in the day, and we just been in it forever. Like we still rocking it forever, and we will forever. So
Yes,
thank you
sir.
for that, bro. Thank you.
Indeed.
Yep. And we're trying to get as strong as Wilbur back there, bro. We got the champ back there.
Word.
Of course.
Come on, champ.
Is it big enough?
Hey,
Relax.
It's what the dog. No.
Relax.
Should we get to the vocals?
No, not yet.
Because
it's important.
Wilbur loves, a good, harmonies and all these great stuff. So he's anxious.
Oh man.
He loves,
We'll get to
like
the
runs, man. Like runs, like ambient runs.
runs and stuff. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
He wants his next riff challenge.
So I gotta wrap this up quick because I see it's about to hit 30. So real quick, I'm gonna go back to this situation. So I had to layer the drums. That was my biggest thing. It was so important. Steve Lacy, right? I said, how do you make acoustic drum sound as full as a hip hop drum kit? Because you can't just play any acoustic stuff and it'll sound like something. You have to like do something to it. So he layered the mess out of the kit. So this is the kit by itself. Like, this is very important. Like, you guys understand how flat this sounds. Like, that's just the kit. But to your ear, you're like, really? Yeah, to your ear, it sounds like, really? But then you have to I added a keyboard drum on top of that to fill it in. And then I added another kick to fill it in. But your ear thinks it's acoustic, but it is. But it's layered. It's layered.
Yeah.
So you have it. So it's a tonal thing now. Now we're like
exactly.
messing with colors,
Yeah.
man. We're messing with colors.
Yeah.
So that was my number one thing. Yo, Jordan Mackey, I'm doing this for you. This is drums for you, bro. Drums for you. Drums for Jordan Mackey, bro. One of the greatest drummers. Yep. I gotta like rap on that. So that was my biggest hurdle in my feelings is how do you get acoustic drums on here without sounding like a giant like loop? You gotta get the feeling. Like when you said the fills and the rolls, you can't get that.
Right.
You can't get that on the thing. It's so specific.
Exactly.
It's so specific. So all right, Will, be ready? You ready, bro?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta exit this session, go into the vocal session because my CPU power will explode. Yeah, so there's the In My Feelings Vox track.
This is a
Wait,
song
you
I
have your
saved
vocals
from
separate?
you, dude, from the Celestial Project.
What song? Oh, Mercy?
Yes!
Oh,
yes.
man.
Bro.
That if you guys play
I see
Mercy.
that shit on my SoundCloud, bro.
Oh, thank you.
No, for real, bro. Yes, bro, I fucking love that song, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you.
You gotta revisit that, bro.
I was gonna say, man, what's good? Oh, thanks, Jordan. I appreciate you, man. But I was gonna say, what was I gonna say?
MJ Fields.
I would love to do that song over again, but not to do it over. I would take the stems and just like put it through all these plugins to make it sound even crazier. I'll explain the plugins in a second. So vocal session, I said the same philosophy. So I learned from recording with Lula Sav. Shout out to Lula Sav. Recording with Lula Sav, when you're a rapper, like I even learned this from her. Like I didn't know. You have to do in and outs. You know what those are? In and outs when you're recording. But then when you lay it down, you say every other word because it layers it and makes it stronger.
Oh yes, it is.
You know, but you're not saying it like a '90s rapper or like '80s rapper who just layers their voice and it's just one big ah. It's like there's nuance to it. It lets it breathe. Then you have to add ad libs on top of it. And you're layering it on that way, so their voice sounds very full. Michael Jackson, his vocal takes like 5 tracks, 5 layers of that. You know, so that's what that is. So I did the same thing. Sometimes you don't need to put that much. Sometimes you just have to like go like this. You have to just
go where you wanna go, because loving you's too much. Who you trying to be? Your smile's like the sun shining bright to see. Who's the one that broke your heart before you got to me?
So like y'all don't see it. I'm gonna show you guys the plugins. See, you guys won't understand this because the plugins are intense. That whole strip right there, y'all don't know. Just one of these is like this, just is that. And this is that Slate stuff. That's that Slate plug. Those Slate plugins. It's very, very important that you guys understand that this is how I got that. Because without this, my vocals would sound like booty cheeks, bad. Then you put a de-esser on there to make it so it rounds out the sound. so the S is in the P, so it's not very sharp. Then you have to add, like it's kind of like this. I look at this as salt and pepper. It's like too much salt, too much pepper is like, it's gonna be, you gotta add it just right to brighten it up. Then you bring it back, right? You bring it back and you EQ it. You take out all the low end. Any vocals, you take out all the low end because like you don't need it, because it's an illusion thinking your voice is like bassy in that aspect, because you're gonna muddy up the bass. It'll actually complement your voice so it sits right. You don't want to thin your voice out too much. When you thin it out too much, So another problem with In My Feelings when you sing whatever is that you have vocal dynamic range, which will cause you to do gain stages like this, where you have to, this is too high, this is too low,
for sure.
Whatever it is. But when you're rapping, it's a lot easier because you're just monotone. You're just a line. But the singing is like up and down. So after that, I did put on auto-tune, but I didn't put on auto-tune to where you hear it. I put it on so if I hit a wrong note or something, it gives it like a color on it, like a safety, but like it gives it like a grit. So it's not really like, I'm not really using auto-tune. Then I EQ'd it again to make sure like there's no bassiness or bad stuff to it. Then I put a mastering plugin on it so that way there's like a compressor, and then, well, this whole thing is the compressor. And then I see where the limits are of how loud my vocals are. I didn't put any gain on there, but then I put a ceiling on there, so it only goes up to this. This is me just nerding out, guys. So if y'all don't know anything about this, I'll come back. And then I EQ'd it again. I put in the bus, I put, tape, and then I put reverb, and then I put a certain amount, so it has that spacey sound.
You bust the reverb, of course, right? So
bro, don't put it directly on there, bro.
Nah, definitely.
If anybody understands what I'm saying, learn this. Don't ever put reverb on your track. Put it on a bus. You'll sound bad. All right, so moving on. The part Wilbur was really looking forward to. So layering, I layered the mess out of it. You don't just copy and paste something. You record it again. Why? Because it gives it that really great color.
'Cause you got me in my feelings.
Haha, that's funny. I was missing the
layers.
I was missing the layers. I didn't turn on the layers. Yo,
and you see the difference
my
already,
fault.
right?
Yeah,
I think that was a lesson.
That was very anticlimactic. Yo, shout out to everyone who's joining to the live. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Listen to this.
'Cause you got me in my feelings.
We overloaded it.
System overload.
System overload. Hold on, we gotta let it calm down. Nope, it's not gonna let us.
It's too high.
Buy the track. Just buy the track. It's too hot. The fan. It's too hot.
Shit.
It's too hot. It's all good. I had a backup plan anyways. My backup plan was to go back to the original track over here. And I had it on the bottom anyways. So that way y'all can hear it and y'all can enjoy. If y'all have any questions in the chat, let me see if there's anything in the chat. I think I answered everything.
I have a question, Mr. Aramis Brown.
Who is that? It's Aramis.
My next question is, well, it's been a few years since your first project. What's the timeline looking like for the next project for Mr. Aramis Brown?
The timeline might be like late spring, early summer.
So we're talking 2027?
26.
What is they working on?
Yeah, 26. Huh?
Working on a song, working on an album?
Yeah, actually I have tracks. I have tracks. Look, I'm not even lying. Like, I have it right.
Hold on,
You
don't
got.
spoil nothing.
I'm gonna spoil it for the people who are on live. Hold on, don't worry, Mark. I'll answer your question. These are some of my tracks that are on here, bro. Some. They're not everything. Those are some. Those are the unreleased stuff. All right. Unreleased. We got the Angela track. That one might be next. We can play it. It's right there. I'll just play a little bit.
They don't even tell us what genre.
Cherry Pie, Feel Fly, you already heard. Get Back, Get Up and Going. I don't think Get Back's mine. In My Feelings, you already have. Riding with the Seat Back, Girl on Riley Street, The One You Love. But it's all good. Alright, so back at it again. 2026, late spring, early September, early summer. But in between, we're gonna be learning listening to singles. I want you to focus on like trailers.
Alright. Let's hear what we got.
Alright, so anyways, back to what I'm saying. Here you go, Wilbur.
Fearless, can't never fearless. Fearless, can't never fearless. Fearless, can't never fearless. Fearless.
Now that's not my favorite part though. That's like my second favorite part of the song. My first favorite part is this part, the verse 2. When it comes in,
Yeah.
please everybody, just round of applause, just for being here, guys, because this is exciting. Thank you, Mark. I see you, man. Thank you, Mark.
What's the guitar really making?
Yeah.
Like I hear the octaves like just like panning off each other. That's
So
dope, man.
so yeah, like that. What Darren was saying was he was saying like he likes the bass and the guitars complement each other. In my mind, I was like, yo, the bass sounds too muddy. And I learned this part from Matt Nicolino. He would play the rhythm section of the bass line on the guitar. So I was like, yo, that plucky sound, like mixed with that sound, okay. Because Matt is the one who got me thinking like about tones. Like I always thought about tones, but I didn't think of it as deep as I thought it was.
Right.
You know, those colors that you miss. So there's a difference between a demo and a production. So now I believe it's a production because you're sitting there like looking at like the texture of it and like
Right.
why does it make me feel, can I make this feel like in my feelings, like how and why? How can I, you keep asking yourself those questions and that's how they can happen.